Hello. How are you guys tonight? So we're gonna do brownies. I found this recipe. So I had a customer at AJ's who watches me cook, and she wanted to see something dairy-free. Okay, that's hard. So I've been struggling to find the right recipe, but I found this one in the process. So we're gonna do this one, and I'm gonna still keep looking for something that is dairy-free. So if you guys have a recipe for some kind of dessert that's dairy-free, I would love that. And if you could send it to me, drop it in the comments, send it to my inbox, whatever, that would be awesome. So I want to make sure everyone got their text. I sent out a text. I want to make sure it's still working. So I have a text line that sends you a text. Hi, Jacob, when I go live. So if you're on that and you got it, let me know. If you want to be on that, let me know. So these brownies, I made some earlier just to check. They're good. So that's all I'm going to say. And super easy. So let's get started. Super easy. I'm going to break it down, but I will also give you the recipe in through the comments. It's just going to be a picture, but it'll still work. Okay? All right, first things first is everything's out here. We're going to melt the butter and the Lily chips. I'm not going to give you measurements because they'll be included in the comments. So these are just Lily chips, which are what I use for anything that calls for dark chocolate or anything like that, because they are sweetened with stevia. So they're super okay for keto and low carb, and they're delicious. I buy them off Amazon, but I notice that some places are starting to carry them. So how's everybody doing tonight? You want something sweet? I have some leftover chicken from last night when Taylor was here. So I have tons of dinner stuff, so I thought I'd do something sweet tonight, and then maybe we'll do dinner tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to cook tomorrow. I'm going to go see Taylor and the baby, and we're going to get our toes done, so I don't think I'll cook. So anyway, so in the next pan, we're going to put all the dry stuff. And it is monk fruit is the sweetener that I like to use, but there's also Swerve and all kinds of different kinds. I just choose monk fruit because I like the texture and the taste of it. It is the closest to real sugar. So I broke this down into half. I made half earlier, and I'm doing half now. Hi, Sandra, how are you? And then cocoa, unsweetened chocolate cocoa. Baking powder. So a lot of times when you're buying baking powder and different spices and all of that, always check the back. Sometimes they put hidden sugars and stuff like that. So please be careful and making sure you're checking all of that, okay? That's where they get you, and that's where you can get knocked out of ketosis so easy by little things like that. Hidden sugars and when you go out to eat, that kind of stuff. So really be careful. Okay, so we have the almond flour is next. So we have monk fruit, baking soda, cocoa, and then almond flour. And I'm going to put this, oh, that's a bad idea. Hold on. That chocolate would make my almond flour all chocolatey. So we're going to clean that out real quick. So that's all the dry stuff. So easy. We'll move that over here. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? You guys aren't talking to me. Hi, Ruth. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. How are things? All right, so we have the butter melted with the Lily chips. There. Then we're going to take 2 eggs in here. It really calls for 3 eggs, but it was too hard to put 1 1/2 and 1 1/2, so I did 2 and 2, and the first batch came out great. So we're gonna mix. I'm gonna just beat the eggs, actually, with just a spoon. I'm sorry, fork. So what's going on, you guys? Had crab meat and Brussels sprouts. Yum. Did you mix them together? or just separate. Okay, so there's the egg all mixed up. We're gonna mix that in with our chocolate and butter. I might have went the other way, it might have been better. Been busy doing backsplash. You are making your house look amazing. I love all the stuff that you've done, Ruth. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna just blend this a little bit. Sorry, I'm gonna get loud. It's so good, Tammy. Hi, Dennis. Okay, now it tells you to slowly add the powder ingredients. Hold on. So, let's mix all that up. I should have probably used the big pan, huh? Yeah, your house looks great. Spaghetti, heart of palm. I love her. Is heart of palm what I like? Palmini is what I like, which is heart of palm, I'm pretty sure. It's delicious. I love it. You know what else I found? I have a friend, Lori, that makes her spaghetti over green beans, and I really like that. It really is a lot simpler and a lot less expensive than that heart of palm, but the heart of palm's good. Okay, so we're gonna add just a little bit. Yeah, and so over the green beans, you think you're eating pasta. You could even do it, I didn't do it with French, but French would be good too. You can't have a lot of beans on keto, but green beans are okay. Okay, I'm just going to split it into two because there's not that much. See that? So it just kind of looks like brownie mix, right? So I chose to cook it into like a pie pan because I didn't have any square ones that were small enough. And so what they say to do is put parchment paper or spray. So in the past, I've had trouble with these kind of sweets or desserts sticking. So I did both. We sprayed the bottom of the pan, put the parchment paper in, and then sprayed that. And that really worked. So that's what I'm going to recommend for all of you to do as well. Okay? Okay, we're going to just put this in to the pan. So my oven is at 350, and you're going to cook this for, it depends on everybody's oven. Ours was about 20 minutes. And you want it to kind of be jiggly in the middle. You know, not doughy, but soft. That's how you truly know that it's going to be a moist brownie. If you overcook it, it's going to come out real dry. So, there we go. See that? So I'm going to put that in and turn it on for about 20 minutes. 350, I think I said that already. And then I'll show you the finished product. There you go. Look at how good those are. And honestly, they're so moist. Look at that. I mean, they just fall apart. So, so good. They're really, really moist. Like, kind of melt in your mouth moist. So good. Real chocolatey. Those Lily chips have a really rich flavor, you know, and kind of just that melt, because we melted them. It's so good, you guys. I'm gonna take another bite. That's how good they are. I'm gonna ruin my dinner. Okay. The outside's kind of crunchy, but the inside is super, super soft. Melt in your mouth. Delicious. And you could totally freeze those and have them, even for like a late night snack. Frozen would be fine. They'd taste good. Put them in lunch, whatever. It's good to have this kind of stuff in your house. So if you're feeling nuts, macadamia nuts, walnuts, totally. I should have done the second batch with nuts. It's a good idea, Donna. I did that with cookies before, is always just add a little nuts to it. It'll get a little crunch. I just didn't want to stray from the recipe that I'm going to attach to this. But definitely, so macadamia nuts are really high in fat. So that would definitely bring it up and make it more fat. But I use Kerrygold butter, which is what I recommend. That will also make it that smooth taste and give you lots of fat. So I didn't say that earlier what kind of butter I used, but definitely recommend that. Okay? All right, you guys, that's it. A quick little dessert and delicious. And I'm looking for dairy-free desserts. So if anybody has some great recipes, please pass them along. I know you can use avocados in replace of that butter. I could try this recipe with the avocado instead of the butter and see how it comes out. So if you want to follow me, touch my nose, follow. I recommend you push see first, because then you'll see my videos first. And as I've always told you guys, I'm trying this. My goal for this year is to get keto out there. Get it out there, show how easy it is, how delicious it is. But I can't do that without shares. So I ask everybody to share my video and get the word out there of how easy it is and delicious, okay? So that's it. I'll see you guys later. I probably won't see you tomorrow, but I'll be back Thursday, okay? Have a good night. Thanks.